Welcome to Cadwell Park. It's round 6 of the Bennetts British Superbike Championship, and we're here on Saturday, not Friday. I'm already starting to forget that one, for the bank holiday weekend. The party in the park here at Cadwell. We're going to speak to the top 3 who will be going through to tomorrow's Omologato Superpole. Cannot wait for that. It's going to be a bit of a one-off, and these guys will be the last 3 riders out. Playing to their favourite music as well. Danny, we're not used to seeing you on the first day here, so welcome first of all. How did it go out there today? Obviously the season hasn't quite gone to plan for you. You've always been a big fan of Cadwell Park though. You look good out there today. How was it?
Yeah, I mean it's nice to be sat here today. Obviously the season hasn't gone exactly as I would have hoped, but this does happen sometimes. It's motorbike racing. But yeah, we come to Cadwell Park quite open-minded, quite optimistic. Had good results here in the past and loved the track. Not been here since 2019 because of COVID and obviously everything else. So yeah, I was a bit, and I didn't race last year because of the concussion. So I was a little bit, I didn't really know, I was a bit apprehensive really, didn't know what to expect, the BMW to go like around here. So yeah, quite open-minded and it's been a good Friday. Yeah, Saturday.
Talk to us about the Superpole. You've done it once before. You've got an out lap, you've got one timed lap. Got to leave it all out there, or are you going to play it in a sort of conservative manner? How does that work for a rider?
It's really hard. We were just talking earlier about it, but it's really hard because to feel like you've left it all out there of making no mistakes is a really hard thing to do. So yeah. Sometimes it's better to maybe ride at like 85-90%, get a banker of a lap, but it's a difficult thing.
Does your mind know how to do 80 or 90%?
No, it doesn't. No, I don't think any of us do. But I think the goal for tomorrow will be obviously to see how everyone else is getting on. Obviously there's going to be a lot more ahead of us doing the Superpole lap, so that's going to be good for us. And yeah, just see how everyone else is approaching it and just try and do my own thing. You know, if my lap's good enough for pole, it's good enough for pole, it's good enough for 6th. It is what it is. So I'll just be giving 100% and hopefully it's good enough for a front row start because it's quite important at this circuit.
Lastly, Danny, we've got to talk about the Showdown. As we just mentioned, the season hasn't quite gone to plan. Are you thinking about it at all? You look at the points, I think you're 60 down on a Showdown spot at the moment. Obviously, Tommy's gone well here today, but you go well at Cadwell, you go around. You're going to have to basically have 2 monster rounds, aren't you, here at Cadwell and at Snet in a couple of weeks? In
all honesty, I don't feel like it's going to go my way. And I'm being completely honest here, I'll be shocked if I get into the Showdown. You know, we're quite a way off. It's nice to talk about the Showdown, but in my head I don't feel like that's achievable now because of the situation. Obviously all the other guys have had such a good strong first half of the year that it's made it very difficult for the remaining places. So it's it'll be more luck, I think, than anything. Even if I win the next 6 races and Tommy's pretty close behind, you know, it's highly unlikely that I'll be there, but I'll just take each race as I can and do the best I can, and if it's good enough for a Showdown spot, it is. If not, I'll be riding for my job for next year, you know, and the only focus I've got now is just being comfortable on the bike, and this weekend as that's happened, you know, we've worked really hard together as a team to get me feeling a bit better on the bike, and that's how I feel, and the results show that, so hopefully we can continue the momentum and have a good end to the season.
Okay, well Danny, best of luck to you this weekend, and hopefully you can make a habit of this and we can see you next time.
Hopefully I'll see you next time.
Yeah, cheers Danny. Cheers, okay, let's move into second place, a man who's already confirmed his spot in the Showdown and was part of 3 epic races back at Thruxton just a few weeks ago. Brad Ray, we meet again. Important and a different weekend in so many ways. Obviously congratulations first of all on getting the spot in the Showdown, but talk us through today, because it's not just any normal day. Of course we're going into Superpole today, so, and you really had to leave quite a big lap out there quite late on in that session.
Yeah, I did. It's been a good day. Obviously, we had testing yesterday for the first time. We had a 3-hour test day, so I got up to speed quite quick yesterday and didn't really do too much risk yesterday. But yeah, going into today, felt really good on the bike. Went out in the last bit of FP2, and I wanted to do like a one-off lap because obviously we've got the Superpole tomorrow. So I wanted to make sure that all my braking markers and lines were about bang on, ready to do. Because obviously you literally get an out lap, 1 flying lap, and that's it. So if you make a big mistake, you could end up 15th on the grid. So it's important to try and nail the best lap possible tomorrow. So really looking forward to it. Obviously it's my first time doing the Superpole. I didn't get a chance to do it in 2017, but really looking forward to it.
Yeah, I think we are as well. It's going to be amazing, especially here at Cadwell Park. Before we talk about the weekend and the championship and things like that, just quickly some thoughts on Thruxton. I mean, you must have watched it back a bit. It must have been epic to have been a part of that, not just from fighting for a win, but just it was clean racing, but it was amazing racing.
Yeah, it was incredible. Like, I didn't know how good the racing was until you sort of go back and watch it. Obviously when you're in the battle, the main focus is to look in the rider in front. But we made some real good passes and had some unbelievable battles. All three of us were almost like a step above everyone all weekend, and there wasn't anything between us Yamahas. I mean, there wasn't a place where Taz or Jason was faster than me, and vice versa. We literally was identical throughout the races. So it's a little bit down to strategy towards the end, a little bit down to if you got a spin out of church or if you made a small mistake. That was literally the difference between winning the race or finishing third. So yeah, over the moon. Obviously would have been nice for me to get a victory at Thruxton, but to come away with 3 podiums and to be fighting with the factory Yamaha team, that was obviously a big ask.
Last question, Brad. Do the tactics change now for you, or is it the same game? Do you go in with the same mindset? You've got your Showdown place booked. Are you looking at podium points, or is it just the same game plan?
Yeah, same game plan for me. I mean, obviously podium credits is important. I think Jason's got a few points on me at the moment. But no, to be honest, I'm just enjoying riding. I'm coming here with the same mentality as I did round 1. Just want to come here and win as many races as possible and go away happy. But yeah, if we can try and leave here and close the gap on the podium credits heading into Snetton and then do the same there, then we'll be heading into the last 3 races, last 3 rounds with a strong chance of fighting for the championship.
Good stuff. Well, let's hope the racing's just as good as it was last time.
Crossed, I think it'll be good, yeah.
Yeah, thanks very much.
Cheers,
second place today, Brad Ray. Now we're going to bring in P1 at the end of the first day here, and it's Tommy Bridewell. Tommy, it's great to see you back here again. P1 at the end of the first day, under lap record pace as well. I know there's been a couple of changes made to the motorcycle, a new swing arm I think we can see in there. How much of a difference has that made, and how happy are you to top the timesheets at the end of the first day?
Yes, hold on.
BMW just flying past us there. Is another one coming, is there? Yeah, we'll wait for that.
Lovely. Yes, no, it's always nice, of course it is. I'm not a Friday man for sure, so to be fast already is good signs. It's positive for the work the team's done. We've got a lot of work still to do. I must be brutally honest, I'm not completely happy. Probably just little bits and pieces, but yeah, no, we're making the right steps forward. It took a little bit longer to come this season than what I was hoping, but as long as we get there when it counts, then that's all that matters.
When we look at the Showdown, of course, that's the most important part, Tommy. You want to build yourself into some momentum and be strong, ready for that, but you are on the cusp as well. There's 6 races to go. Do you feel that pressure coming here or not?
Luckily, I've got the early part of the season out my way, where we were learning this new spec bike. So we were off to a bit of a slow start. Then I had probably my 2 real Achilles heels of circuits with Knockhill and Thruxton behind us. So to answer your question, not really, because in all honesty, I'm coming into circuits now I thrive on, and we've got a real good handle on this bike now. So I don't focus on that, because in all honesty, I'm here to win 3 races. If I do that, then that sorts that out. So yeah, we just got to understand this new swing arm. We've got a new fork internal from K-Tech. We've got a different electronics package, should I say, we're working on. So there's a lot to do still, but we're getting there.
Well, wait for that to go past. One more. Sorry, we're live here. So, Tommy, your team say you're riding better now than you ever have been in the past, but obviously there have been some challenges trying to get that right feeling on the Ducati so far this year. Going into a Superpole tomorrow. Yeah. We've just heard from the 2 other guys there. We've heard from Danny and Brad, their tactics going into Superpole. Yeah. What are we saying? Because some people seem like they're going to hold back a bit. It doesn't really seem like your way to be holding back.
No, it doesn't. In definitely I won't be. The double-edged sword is you make the lap, you get around the whole lap without crashing, let's say, and you'll be all right. You'll be strong. I know we've got that outright lap pace now, so we can do it. The downside is you crash on the lap. You don't get the lap time, you start 16th maybe, 50, is it? 15th on the grid, and then you've got a lot of work to do. I could play it safe, and I could knock probably 2-3 tenths off my outright pace, be a lot safer, and probably still be front 2 rows, and then you can still win from there. Will I do that? Very unlikely.
Yeah, it doesn't really sound very Tommy Bridewell.
Nah, the TVs are on me. I've got to go for broke. I just got to go for glory for that one lap, So I should go. I should be my goal will certainly be to be quite strongly sub 25s, if I'm honest. Did a 25.9 then, and I didn't feel like we were that close with the bike. So I think if we can make a big step tomorrow morning, then yeah, there should be hopefully a little bit more.
Tommy, good luck tomorrow. We hope to see you up on the podium, or we'll speak to you then.
Thanks a lot.
Okay. We'll just wait for these bikes to go past, and we'll give you the rundown of where you can watch it here this weekend. The party in the park will start with Bank Holiday Sunday tomorrow, 1 till 6. We're live on Eurosport 2 and on Quest. Do not miss it, and of course Discovery Plus. And then on Bank Holiday Monday, 1 till 6, again live on Eurosport 2 and Discovery Plus. Do not miss any of the action, because Thruxton was mouth-watering. We're hoping for more of the same here at Cadwell.